Hey guys, it is almost dinner time. You guys are probably sitting around the table right now. But I did just want to hop on. We are almost about to head home. We've got kind of the rest of the day to tool around, but we're about to check out of our hotel. And I just wanted to hop on here and share just a little bit of encouragement for you. Just inviting some of our friends. Hey guys. So hey Sarah, hey Kim. So this week has been amazing, and you guys, this is the third free trip that our family has earned to Maui. And it was Kona the year before, and we are going back to Kona next year. So I'm super excited. It'll be the first time I have ever gone to Kona. And it's because of this company that our family is able to do anything like this. Most of you guys know my story. You know that 4 years ago, we literally came back from Zambia and had nothing. We had no jobs. Brandon was about to work part-time at Chick-fil-A. And you know what? We were content in that season. We were content for the 2.5 years where we basically had no home. We lived in a tent on the side of a cliff in Africa. And we lived in and out of our friends' little houses that they had built there when they were gone on furlough. And when we came home, we had no house. We lived with our parents. And I just wanted to encourage you. I shared a quote that came to my mind a few days ago, that your struggle or your success are not measures of your salvation or your servanthood. And Philippians 4:11 through 13, Paul is talking about being content and grateful and happy in any season that the Lord has you in. Whatever season we are in, whether it was a season where we had no income and we're relying on other people to feed our family, to give us money out of their monthly budget in Africa, or in this season where we have a season of abundance where we have more than we could ask for and we're able to do more with it. That we are required to just know that God is good and to be faithful with what He has in front of us and to trust Him in those seasons. And so this business is a business. God gave this to us to provide for our families, to help others, and to enrich people's lives and ministry for His glory and for His kingdom. So many of you are part of that story, so I don't even have to go into detail explaining the ways in which what we do helps people. Just think about what it's done in your own life, and what it's done for us in so many areas, whether it was our health, our finances, our personal growth, just being courageous, developing leadership skills. What all of that is doing to the kingdom and for His glory as we love and serve other people, and get them out of a pit that keeps them stuck and not living how God intended them to live, not feeling joy, not feeling purpose, and not serving because of the way that they feel or because they're stuck in their finances, whatever that is. This is a worthy thing that we are doing. And sometimes people are going to look at what we do with a misunderstanding heart. And you know what? We have to learn to be okay with that, because this is what matters, right? This is what matters. And my accountability to the Lord is first, and to my family second. To you guys is important. To the church that we serve, like, my heart is that they understand what we do. But until we have conversations with those people, they may not get it. You might get some eye rolls. You might get people bashing on you because you go to Maui and you're posting all these awesome things. And you know what? They're not in our shoes. They haven't lived where we have lived. My family has known immense seasons of sacrifice for the kingdom. And you know what? We were happy and joyful and content in that season too. And the Lord taught us so much. And probably without that season, this could be an area where we could be prideful or have fallen maybe into a different mindset with this financial blessing and all of these trips and prizes that Plexus puts us on. But that wasn't our story, because the Lord is faithful and this is part of His plan for our life. And so I want to encourage you, look at this. It is okay And the Lord is pleased when we enjoy the good gifts that he gives us. When he puts things like this in our path, like, think if you as a mom or a dad are giving your child a good gift and they say, no, I shouldn't have this. Like, I don't want to play with that because I shouldn't be happy. Like, I don't deserve this gift because I'm not worthy of it. And so they leave that beautiful bicycle or this thing that they've wanted for so long, or that would bless them and make them so happy, and they leave it sitting there because they don't think they're good enough to play with it, or that because they're your kid, like, you shouldn't have spent money on them, or like whatever it is. Like, like, God is our Father. And when we are faithful in the small things, and when we walk in faith and serve others and love others and trust him and step out of our comfort zones that are keeping us stuck and step into a greater purpose for our lives, like, what a beautiful gift that he is giving us to be able to help our family financially, so we are not stressed, so our marriages are not on the rocks because of financial arguments constantly, so that we can have provision for something that might be coming down the road. Like, I don't know what purpose God has in this for you and what is down the road for your family, or what he's already brought you through, that this is a reward and a gift for a season of sweetness. Like, I don't know what that is specifically for your life, but I know for us, he has been setting this since the foundations of time. This is part of the good works he has set out for our family to do. And it's okay if people don't understand it yet. It's okay. There have been a lot of things in my life that have been misunderstood, and it hurts sometimes, and it makes me like just feel like I just have to defend myself for all of these things. But you guys, our character shines through. Like, our Christ likeness and our service and our love for others will always shine through, and will be that light that people are going to see and say, you know what, I was wrong, because they have been steadfast and the Lord is blessing this, and maybe I was wrong about what it is, and maybe I was wrong about how they're being used, and maybe they won't ever come to that conclusion, and that's okay too. That's okay too. I want you guys to take hold of this opportunity, not just so that you can be in Hawaii and having a great time, but this is an amazing blessing for our marriage and for us just as enjoyed humans, like, that God created to enjoy his beautiful, like, he created this island. He created Kona, and I'm going to get to explore every inch of it next year and see a volcano for the first time and just see the Lord's splendor and all of that. Like, it's okay to go there and to have a good time. We as Christians are not called to be paupers and to be sad and to be that. Like, we are called to have joy in all circumstances, and that is when we have little, when we have much. Even Paul said, when I had nothing and when I had abundance, like, I am content, and he was happy in the Lord. And so I want you to see all of this, and the pictures that we're posting, not as braggery or not as like, well, you know, that's not what I need to be working for. You know what? Maybe it doesn't encourage you or inspire you. Maybe it's the daily finances. Maybe it's the monthly things. Maybe it's really just enriching people's lives that spurs you on. But if this is what encourages you, if this gets you excited, there's no shame in that. So we need to stop that guilt and shame cycle, realize that we have something beautiful to offer people in our products and in our opportunity, and we can get excited about this together, about setting big goals and about moving forward and doing this thing together. So I'm excited. I am so grateful that we have had this week to spend here. I am renewed, relaxed, enriched, and I just want to help you guys over the next 9 to 10 months to be able to work for this yourself. If you want to be in Kona with us next year, it's going to be the first time I've ever been, so we can all experience that together. Or maybe it might be 2 years from now where you're earning a trip like this, or 3 years from now. But even if it took us 10 years to get to this point, think of all the lives that you would have changed, all the personal growth that you would have done, all of the amazing experiences you would have had and lessons we would have learned, and the income at this level. You guys, people work a lifetime for. My dad has always said, like, I'm just going to die at my desk. I'm never going to be able to retire. And I don't think his salary ever looked like what my salary looks like right now, even just as an emerald, you guys. It is worth putting the time in, and it is worth it because we're changing lives, and you are growing, and you are fulfilling a purpose that God set out for you from before the foundations of the earth. And absolutely financially setting your family free no matter how long it takes. So be faithful in the little things. Do this with us. Come alongside your people and find more people to come alongside you. This is such a gift and such a blessing, and I cannot wait to see who goes to Kona with us next year, and in the future how our team is just going to explode with grateful, humble people who are super thankful for good gifts and for views like this where they can praise and glorify and magnify God in all things, in all seasons, and know that he is our good Father. I love you guys so much, and we'll be back in Georgia and on Eastern time by about afternoon tomorrow, about 3:30 or 4 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll catch up.